Welcome back. The city of Aurora will begin enforcing its urban camping ban starting tomorrow. The ban will make it illegal for those experiencing homelessness to camp on private and public property. Our 9 News legal expert Whitney Traylor joins us now to talk about the ban. Good morning, Whitney.
Good morning, Natasha.
This has been controversial, to say the least. City of Denver has had a camping ban in place for years, and people challenged it, saying that it was unconstitutional. There was a fair amount of litigation there. Do you see the same thing happening in Aurora?
Yes, I actually do see the same thing happening, and it was interesting because Mike Kaufman had wanted to pass this ban about a year ago, Mayor Mike Kaufman, and it didn't pass. And so this time it was a 5-5 split with the city council. He was able to make the 6th vote. Now, the current ban is a little sparse. So what it says is that they can give notice. They have to give notice with that 72 hours later. They're going to do the sweep. And so he said that we're going to look at other counties and how they're doing it, make sure it's constitutional. But one of the issues that you raised was with the Denver camping ban. They went to court and the court said you had to give 7 days. And so Denver gives 7 days. They also maintain or mark the possessions. With this Aurora camping ban, there's no mention of what happens with the possessions. So there will definitely be litigation. And
so then how do courts analyze if it's legal?
Right. So there was a case, I think a case that a lot of people were looking at was in California, a 9th Circuit case, where the court said you can't do a sweep if there's not enough space in the shelters. And so they said it's an 8th Amendment cruel and unusual violation to say, hey, you got to move out, but there's nowhere for them to go.
Right.
So that's going to be the real issue here, because the latest data I saw showed that Aurora had about maybe 600 folks experiencing homelessness, and they only have beds for, I think, 300.
Right.
So that's
double the amount.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that's going to be an issue.
Yeah. And so what's going to happen next then? Because there is a proposal going through, but part of that urban camping ban now is that if there's no space in the shelter, there has to be in order for them to sweep you. So how is that going to work out?
Well, that's the other issue, because it's who is going to do the enforcement. So Vanessa Wilson a year ago said, if the police have to do this, this is going to be an unreasonable burden, because Aurora police is already going through so many issues. Now, if they have to do this sweep, and the issue is if there's not enough space, they can't move them along. And there's no criminal penalty in the law either, except it says, if you fail to obey an order. So there's kind of a misdemeanor, an end-around misdemeanor. So enforcement's going to be an issue. I think there's going to be some problems.
Yeah, and the bigger impact across the country, how does this new law now affect other camping bans in other parts of the country?
Right, so that's what everybody's doing, is looking at how courts are ruling. So even in Denver, we had that constitutionality. But I think one issue is, what's going to happen when there's camping bans in other counties? So Denver has a camping ban, Aurora, Centennial. So everybody's just pushing people around. And I think we can look at Denver and say, it's just cost millions of dollars, and we're still essentially in the same boat. So the question is, I think we have a mayoral campaign election next year.
Right.
I think this has got to be a #1 issue for the mayoral candidates. And really, these counties need to work together. The regions, they're just saying, hey, you can't be here, is not resolving anything. It's just moving people around.
And then this is supposed to begin enforcement tomorrow. Do you think that it will be enforced? How do you foresee enforcement go?
Well, that's a great question, because I guess the police are going to do this, and they're going to give a written notice. And so then if somebody doesn't move in 72 hours, are they going to come back and take further action? And so I don't know how it's going to work. And this is, and it's also just interesting that we're now getting a lot of money in to deal with this issue from the federal government. I think from the Homes Act and some others. The state is getting, I think, maybe $70 million in total to deal with the issue. So the fact that they're pushing a camping ban is surprising, that we're not being a little more, having more foresight and trying to figure out a real solution.
Yeah, it does sound like, putting a Band-Aid on, so we'll have to see how it goes. Well, Whitney, always appreciate your insight and you coming in. Thanks so much.
It's great to be here. Thank you.